What's up guys, eDrone here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Vic VC330, which might possibly be one of the easiest to operate toy drones. Stay tuned. I've done a lot of reviews on a lot of toy drones, and let me tell you, this one right here has definitely surprised me, and I'm very pleased with the outcome. This is designed for small children to fly, and believe me when I tell you, they can. This is the easiest to fly, easiest to control toy drone I've ever reviewed on the channel. We're gonna go ahead and take a look, go through all of the features, take a look at it, what comes in the box.
Okay, taking a look at the VK330 from Vic. Get a couple little cards here about the warranty and the instruction manual, which is in clear English and has lots of illustrations and in different languages. Very nice to see that. Here you'll see we have a nice plastic top covering the drone and all the parts itself. Here is the bag of parts with screwdriver, our USB charging cable, some extra screws, a prop wrench, and some extra propellers, and the prop guards. Nice little bag of extras there. Here you can see we have the actual quadcopter folded up and it unfolds, which is kind of neat because it definitely makes the size a lot more portable, and it's a little bit stiff, but once you unfold it, it only goes so far, and that's how you know it's locked into place. Take a look at this nice shiny blue paint that comes on this. It's really neat. And here you see we have the battery compartment underneath. And notice there's no plugs or wires. This just slides and clicks in. Very innovative for a toy grade quadcopter. Loving the way that slides. You have the on off button on the side there, which is nice. That way when you can plug in a battery and turn it on when you're ready to go ahead and fly. LED on the front. And let's go ahead and take a look at what else comes in this box. You get this nice little Vic remote controller with altitude hold. Gimbals feel decent. All the buttons are clearly labeled. You have all kinds of different buttons on the top, 360-degree flips, headless mode, return to home, a stop button, and your different speeds, as well as your trims and your one key takeoff and land. Here's the batteries in the back. Takes two AAA batteries, so not going to kill you on batteries here. And then look how it comes with two batteries right out of the box. I love that. And this nice little charging box here. Really innovative here for a toy grade quadcopter in this price range. It's got a micro USB port on the side. You plug in to charge, and it charges one at a time, but you can put both batteries in and walk away, and it will charge one battery first, and then it will go ahead and go to the next and charge it. Very nice that you have one solution for both batteries here. You don't have to have two separate cables to charge each batteries. And look at the little rubber feet on the bottom of this. Is really neat. It has these little rubber feet on the bottom, and I've never seen this before on a toy grade quadcopter, so it's very different, but it's got a nice soft landing. So if you go to land this in the palm of your hand, you're going to have a nice soft rubber feet that are going to land on your hand. Really love this battery innovation. Slide in and out, and it's got the terminals there. Works great. Now we're going to go ahead and put the prop guards on, you can see, and take this guy for a flight outside and go over all the features, show you how easy it is to set up, get out of the box, and we're going to test all the features and just put this guy through the paces. Very nice looking toy grade quadcopter here.
Getting this quadcopter set up is really quite simple. What you're going to want to do is, you're going to face the front of the quadcopter, which is this little flashlight here, away from yourself. You're going to go ahead and turn on the quadcopter first. You'll see the LEDs start flashing on a nice flat surface. Then you're going to go ahead and turn on your transmitter by holding the power button. And then you're going to throttle up, down. The lights will go solid, indicating you are bound to the transmitter. And that's pretty much it. Now let me show you what's really cool about this little toy. Now we got a little bit of wind out here, but it shouldn't be a problem. Make sure we're in speed level 3. I like how all the buttons are clearly labeled. Okay, you see we got 3 beeps. We're in speed level 3. Now I'm gonna go ahead and toss this, and as you can see, it's a throw and go, and it actually works really well. Look how stable this thing is. Now this is on speed level 3. Now don't get me wrong, it's not no speed demon, nothing like that, but it's fast enough to have some fun. Now let's go ahead and check out some of the 3D flips. Okay, success, easy to do. you're going to just basically push the 3D button here, and the direction you want to flip, you're going to move this joystick. So ready? Left. And we're going to go ahead and do right now. Alright, and we're also going to do front, and then backwards. Easy to fly. It's very stable. Now you can use these trims if you want to lock it in a little bit more. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and calibrate the accelerometer here. It does have altitude hold, which is really nice. So see the little land button? We're going to go ahead and push the land button. That's going to automatically land it. Okay, and it landed pretty good. This is a nice flat surface. So what you're going to do is take both joysticks. See how it flashed? Now it's went ahead and calibrated the accelerometer, so it should be pretty level now. So you can take off by either arming this way and coming up. You can do the throw and go, obviously, or you can also do this push one button takeoff, and it'll take it off the ground at a nice decent height. Now see, it's drifting a little bit to the left here, so I'm going to just trim that. Trim left because it's drifting right. And just give it a little bit of help here. And once you get it dialed in, it's incredibly stable, especially with that altitude hold. I mean, this is outside with a little bit of wind, and it's handling it just great. Now let's go ahead and try the headless mode. Headless mode basically means that no matter which direction the quadcopter is facing, when you push back, it's always going to come back. It's always going to go forward. So we're going to push. You're going to get a beeping and a light's flashing. Now watch what happens when I yaw. It comes right back no matter what direction I'm facing. You see that? A lot easier to control that way if you lose your orientation. However, orientation is easy to do with keep with this quadcopter because you got rear LEDs flashing, and then turn it off, just push the button again. You got the rear LEDs flashing, and in the front you have the little flashlight there with the blue LEDs. Easy to see, incredibly easy to fly. Now let's go ahead and trim this out a little bit. Alright, that looks pretty stable right there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go forward and do a return to home test. Basically, it's going to return back the direction it took off. That's why I told you when you take off, you want to make sure that you have the front facing away. Now let's go ahead and give it a test. Let's go forward, and then we're going to push and hold. And it's coming back just like it's supposed to. We had a little crash test, no problem. So we had a little crash there, nothing broke, propellers are still good. Just wipe it off there, a little bit of berry juice. Props are good. Okay, so the return to home, it did come back in the direction it took off, as you can see. Let's go ahead and take off again. And this thing's designed to be durable too, guys. This is for the kids, so they know, the company that makes this know it's going to crash. It's going to have some crashes, so just keep that in mind. It's pretty durable, especially when you put these prop guards on, okay? And you can take the prop guards off when you get better. But super fun to fly, and it's so easy. I know for 100% fact a child could definitely fly this, no problem. Altitude hold, I'm not even on the controller, and the wind's just drifting in a little bit, but this thing flies phenomenal. I'm very impressed with the way this flies. And it's really nice because it folds up and you can put it in your pocket. You want to take it with you, something for the kids to have a little bit of fun with. It's inexpensive and it's pretty reliable. I would definitely give this a good rating. And the fact that you don't have to worry about plugging in cables, you can just, you know, you have that nice compact battery system that just kind of slides in. These toys have really come a long way, and this right here is definitely a win for me. I would highly recommend this drone. It's a lot of fun, incredibly stable, and you know, for the kids I think it's definitely fast enough, and we're getting a decent amount of range out of this guy. I mean, you got to figure, you know, this is just a little toy grade quadcopter, but we're really getting some nice range out of this guy. Let's go down here and see how far we can go. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. And I've not lost control whatsoever, so we got that nice, you know, 2.4 gigahertz control, and this thing's a lot of fun. You fly it outdoors or indoors. It's very robust in that matter. Now I would suggest if you're going to fly it outside, you want to definitely do speed level 3 or 2. Now here's a stop button. If something happens and something's wrong and you need to stop this thing immediately, push and hold the stop button and it just shuts it off, and it will just land wherever you push and hold that stop button. It's going to come down for like an emergency landing, and then you're gonna have to rebind with the controller. So throttle up, throttle down, and now the LEDs are solid. You're linked back up again. Let's go ahead and do the one button takeoff again. And you can do some hand lands if you want to. See that? You just push the one key land, and it will go ahead and just do some hand catches here. Let's go ahead and show you again the throw and go feature. Oh yeah, it works really well actually, the throw and go. Very impressed with the throw and go feature. Yeah, it's very reliable, and every time I've done it, it works. So let's go ahead and land it again. Let's go ahead and land it again. All right, cool. Let's try it one more time. I really like the throw and go. Just throw it up, and look at that. It was almost getting ready to flip over, but yet it caught itself midair. Excellent feature, a lot of fun for the kids. They're definitely gonna love to play around the house with this, around the yard. Man, and the flight time on this is just unbelievable. For a little 1-cell LiPo, I mean, look at the flight times we're getting on this. Now, it's got brushed motors, so you know, you're not gonna get a crazy amount of performance. But I feel like for the kids, I mean, this is plenty of power, plenty of poke. Even for some, you know, beginner adults, I feel like you could have some fun with this guy. As you can see, it just handles really well. You know, there's a lot of toys out on the market today, and to be honest with you, a lot of them are not any good. They're not reliable. They don't work like they're supposed to. This right here is checking all my boxes. It's doing everything it says it does, and it does it well. It's not advertising these crazy gimmicks and not able to perform. It has very simple, basic functions, but they all work really reliably. That's what I care about. I don't care if this thing, you know, can do, you know, mapped out coordinate flights and all that. If it doesn't work, you know, why even bother? But everything this quadcopter advertises, the one key return works great. It comes back the same direction. Headless mode works flawlessly. Throw and go works great every time. The flips work really smooth. They're a lot of fun. And you can see now, okay, we're getting a beeping on the remote, and we're getting a flashing on the LEDs, meaning our battery is low. So now we need to go ahead and land it. So I'm just going to bring this over here and just go ahead and do the one key, and you just push that one time and it just lands. And a great thing about this little guy is you get 2 batteries right out of the gate. So you can just go ahead and plug them in, get them charged up, and you got 2, you know, flight time. You're looking at around, you know, 7 to 10 minute flight time out of this guy, and about, you know, 30 to 40 minute per charge. Not that bad, especially when you have 2 batteries. So you're looking at like 20-minute flight time with this guy. So all in all, my conclusion, the things I love about this toy quadcopter, one is the price. Very affordable, easy to get into. I actually love the blue color. You know me, I love my blue. And the paint job is actually pretty nice on this guy. It's got a nice little shine to it. I love the little controller. It actually works really well. I love that all the buttons are labeled. Everything works good on this quadcopter. I like the form factor. I like the fact that it folds up. It's very easy to take with you anywhere you go. And I love the reliability of this little guy. And durability has been nice so far. I've crashed it into the walls, I've crashed it into some trees, and I've not had any issues with any of the props breaking or even having unstable flight after the crashes. So I'm gonna put a link down in the description for this drone. It just came out, just hit the market. I highly recommend this little toy drone, guys. A ton of fun to fly, incredibly reliable, and everything works on it. If I had to say anything I don't like about it, there's really not anything I don't like about it, to be honest with you. Everything about this little toy quadcopter I love. I love that it has the on off button to turn it on. I love that there's no battery cables to plug in. You just slide in the battery. It's definitely taking it to a whole new level with these toy grade quadcopters, and you guys will not be sorry. So make sure you check out the Vic VC330 little toy drone here. I'll have a link in the description. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. More toy grade quadcopter reviews to come on the channel, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. eDrone out.